So one of the muscles that often gets trained in a very shortened range but not a lengthened one is the abdominals or the rectus abdominis. Now these are going to start here, which is just where the sternum is, the point of the sternum, and it goes down right into the bottom of the pelvis at the front here, into this position. Now this is one that gets very, very short when we're sat at a desk all day, so it's very good to stretch before training as it can increase a lot of movement capabilities. It also has an impact on the neck, so if you have a lot of neck pain and restricted pain in the upper neck at the back as well, this is a very good stretch to do as long as you do it correctly. Now one of the problems with this exercise is that as the belly falls forward, we can actually go into a very excessive anterior tilt, and that can cause some compression in the lower back, which is why I need to say that if you have any lower back pain issues, be very careful doing this one and do it with a lot of stability and control. So here I'm on my knees with my hands forward, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be slowly lowering my hips towards the floor and then looking up towards the ceiling and getting as much of a stretch as I possibly can through the neck. I'm inhaling through my mouth, through my nose as much as I can, so I'm getting expansion in all the upper chest, all the belly, and everywhere in my midsection. Now, what you might find is you have a very, very tight neck around this region. That is completely normal and something that can be improved if you do this stretch regularly to the right intensity. So I'm looking up towards the ceiling, and then I'm going to breathe out and return back to my normal position. So I'm breathing out and taking myself back. Now this time again, I'm going to bring my hips forward and look up, but you need to focus and create a level of intra-abdominal pressure so you feel like you're using your core and you feel like you're using your abdominal muscles throughout this. It shouldn't be too passive. Passive means that when you're just relaxing into the movement and stretching, that can cause lower back pain if you have certain postural positions. So we want to really inhale looking up. We get that stretch from right from the top below the chin all the way down through the entirety of the body. And we're going to inhale, inhale, inhale as much as we can, pause in that position and breathe out as we come up. Now what you can do in this position here is if you feel one side is tighter than the other, you can slightly tilt your head to one side to increase the stretch just under the chin where the jawbone is there. But again, we want to hold that position. You can breathe out and then breathe in again and breathe out as you return back to the position there. To see what it looks from the side. Again, we want the knees to be quite far back. We're going to slowly drop into it. Now, with people who have anterior tilt, this is what you want to avoid, where it really compresses, because you can get pinching in the nerves, pinching in the muscles, which you won't like. So what we want to make sure is that as you're going forward, you're really controlling and tensing the abs. And what you can do is, if you feel that you have pain, is to restrict the movement to about here and then focus on breathing, stabilizing through the midsection, and then pushing yourself back up to the top. So it's a very, very good stretch for loosening off the neck and the abdominals, but it just needs to be done correctly to the right intensity and making sure you're in complete control all the time.